the first thing I want to do is to welcome you all to Bits and Pieces. This is a one shot for Call of Cthulhu. This is actually one of the games that Chaosium has dedicated as the Cults of Chaos. The Cults of Chaos are people like myself who will run specific scenarios for the company in order to introduce people to Call of Cthulhu or certain elements of Call of Cthulhu, and this is one of those scenarios. So this is one that gets played a lot by a lot of different people. And there's only select scenarios that they will do for certain periods of time, and this happens to be one of those. Oh, let me fix Dr. Campbell. You have suffered 30 points of sanity loss. Let me just fix that real quick. That will not do. There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. This the gaslight scenarios are set in Victorian England, roughly the 1880s, 1890s London. This is the era of Jack the Ripper. This is there were certain modern conveniences. There was electricity, but it was uncommon. For the most part, things were lit by gas lamps. But there were more wealthy homes or certain government buildings that may have had electrical lights. There were even some telephones, albeit very, very rare. The telephone had been invented about 15 years before this time period. The police would have had a telephone, hospitals, some other government agencies would have them. And this is the day where you would pick up the receiver and you would be instantly connected to an operator, someone sitting behind a counter that would pull the little wires out and plug them into other sockets in order to make the connection for wherever you were trying to call. But for the most part, there's no cars, practically no phones, practically no electricity. This is the time of Sherlock Holmes. Where we begin, your evening is ruined. All plans are off after you receive a frantic plea from Dr. Lawrence Warwick. Now, all of you know Dr. Warwick. He is a consulting physician who, until now, worked at a variety of hospitals across London. Recently, Warwick lost his position at St. Bartholomew's Teaching Hospital due to a dereliction of his duties, which was probably code for some sort of scandal. The authorities revoked his medical license, barring him from practice. Warwick did not take the dismissal well. Earlier today, he called upon you and ranted wildly about how his actions had been necessary to avert some terrible crisis. Via an intermediary, a nurse at his hospital, his message reached you. Most of Warwick's letter was incoherent, although he did linger on a few sinister words. He mentioned cultists, resurrection, and the need for cleansing fire. Dropping whatever you were doing, you have responded to his call. You've taken it upon yourselves to find Warwick and figure out exactly what's happening. Our story begins as you arrive at his apartment. There's a small suite with an attached consulting room and office in downtown London. When you enter, you find that some of the lights have been left on, and there is no sign of Warwick. You need to find him, figure out what frightened him, and make sure things don't get out of hand. The information you need to locate him must be somewhere in this room. I'm going to take us to a new map. Let me pull some tokens out. And I'll put us on the map. Coming into the office, you can see that there's a door open to your left. This leads into what must be his living area, and you know that this door to the right leads into his consulting offices, places where he might meet patients. Feel free to explore, and I will fill in some gaps as we go. And just let me know what your character might be doing. And as we start, how does Randolph Weatherby know Mr. Blythe? How are you
Yeah,
two acquainted?
In the early 80s, during the first Boer War, Randolph Weatherby was wounded, shot, and Dr. Warwick helped him by removing the bullet and likely saving his life. So he owes the good doctor quite a debt.
Yeah, you feel a sense of responsibility for the doctor's well-being. Have you been to this apartment before?
Probably, yeah, yeah, almost certainly.
So you would have no qualms about letting yourself in to check on him. You know that he would expect you to do as such. You can see the door to the right is open, leading into the consulting room, and you can see already the difference. To the left, you see clean and orderly. To the right, you can see through another door, you see clutter. It looks as though this place has been ransacked.
Yes, most unlike him.
Dr. Campbell, how do you know Dr. Warwick?
Uh, we just had some previous lectures together,
Excellent.
and kind of a distance colleagues. Never knew him too often, except for just in an academic world.
Yeah. Uh, as far as you know, did he have any, ties with maybe criminal organizations? It looks as though, maybe he's been robbed here.
We've never talked about that before. It would be uncommon to understand that in our dealings.
Yeah, Donald, what about you? As, a former, well, hopefully former criminal,
Mhm.
what's your take on this?
Yeah, definitely as a former criminal. Dr. Warwick was a family friend, and I found myself in, a few scrapes here and there during my days of crime. And he helped me recover and get better. So I owe him a debt.
Excellent. And Watson, how do you know Dr. Warwick?
I'd say maybe there was some sort of previous scandal at the hospital that he worked at, and I was brought on to find where I don't know, uh, missing medicine equipment went to clear some of his colleagues' names.
Excellent. Now, as you go into that consulting room, you see there's a desk and chairs for patients, an examination couch. Uh, there's different states of, as I mentioned, clutter through here. Uh, Here in this room, you see that there are some crumpled up papers on the floor, looking, kind of up into the room just directly above you. A terrible state of disrepair. Let me have Donald, with your criminal's eye, give me a spot hidden roll.
And
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I am trying to get my character to move, but I'm kind of having trouble. Kind of still stuck in the doorway. How
Let me make sure I move you out of the doorway. Are you able to click and drag them at all?
the clicking and dragging is not doing anything,
Okay. What if
unfortunately.
you just do like the up and down, the directional buttons? Will that let you move them?
Yeah, I tried that as well, but it's not.
Let me give you a new token. Let me take that token off of here. How's that? Can you move that token?
I can't, unfortunately. Oh wait, oh, is that me?
Oh, there you go. Is that you?
Okay,
All right.
perfect. Yeah, that is me.
Excellent.
Awesome, thank you.
Excellent. No problem. Donald, so you rolled a 56. You needed a 55. You spent the one luck.
Mhm.
You find something. It's a newspaper clipping. Let me just post this here, and I will send this to chat. And I'm also going to make this visible for everyone. It says, "Mummified man found. Metropolitan Police were called to a vacant property on South Caper Street when local neighbors complained of a strange smell. Upon entering the property, the police discovered the mummified remains of a man whose identity has yet to be established. Inquiries are ongoing.
I think Donald would just be like, interesting, and kind of just turn and like, sort of like wave it to see if anyone else wants to like read it too.
Yeah. Dr. Campbell, give me a spot hidden roll there in the kitchen.
I'm not sure how to do that.
So open up your character sheet. You can double click it.
Yep.
And then spot hidden is going to be, it's one of the last, 5 skills. Just click on spot
Just
hidden.
skill?
Yep, and then just do a regular roll, no bonus die, no penalty die.
Okay. And then on the side it says 12/5 and 25.
Yep.
That's what this the different levels, right?
Yeah, so you want to roll
Perfect.
you want to roll a 25. As long as you get 25 or lower, that's a success. If you get 12 or lower is a
Okay.
hard success, 5 would be an extreme success. And that's a 79. So that is not a pass. If you want, you can push that roll. So if you click on the 79 on the chat bar, you'll see it says spend 54 luck to pass. Don't spend 54 luck to pass this one. If you want, you can push that roll. If you fail, there may be a negative consequence, or you can say, you know what, I didn't see anything. I'll leave it up to you.
Yeah, I didn't see anything.
Perfect. Donald, as you come into this room, it's not just that it looks like it's been robbed. In fact, you're pretty sure it hasn't. I'm not even going to give you a roll. You know, if someone were tossing the room, what they would be looking for. This is different. There is strange-looking equipment scattered around the room. Alongside standard medical tools, which you would expect, there is a tree saw. There are metal tubs, a garden spade, a slab of butcher's paper. There's even a small drum of kerosene under the desk.
Oh.
Well,
Give me an intelligence roll, Donald.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so
Whoa.
that is an extreme success.
Wow,
So,
nice.
with an extreme success, you know that this combination of tools, especially given your past, this is what someone might use that's going to dispose of a body. There's a saw to cut them up. There's a shovel to dig them up or to dig a hole and bury them. There's kerosene if they need to be burned.
I think he just kind of looks around the room and like sighs deeply and is just like, "What were you up to, old man?"
Randolph, give me a spot hidden roll, please.
Whoa.
Oh, that's terrible. Do you want to push that?
Yeah, maybe he's just being pretty clumsy looking around. I like to think this is fitting for him. Oh, close.
By the skin of your teeth, you find it. You find some handwritten notes.
Ooh.
And I will make these visible. And Luke, would you
Sure.
mind reading those for us?
Yes. It looks like 4 separate papers, from left to right. How old is the corpse? What is the process of mummification? Egyptian, was it wrapped or natural due to conditions, cold and dry? Ritual, presentation, or sanitation? Internal organs removed or in
In situ.
situ? I had no idea what that said.
That means in or left in place.
Oh, nice. Oh.
Technically, it's in situ, but I didn't want to sound pompous.
Check for arsenic as evidence of pre-19th century procedure. Arterial injection, cavity removal. Next page being examination indicates regrowth, unbelievable, regeneration. And what happens if left unchecked? Full reanimation? And then a real 180 is can't be allowed, burn it. St. Bart's morgue has an incinerator.
Oh.
We've got a name.
And that's where he was fired from, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. And I'm sorry, were we to assume that he was reading this aloud to everybody, or was he just reading to him and he has these papers?
I think that Randolph is probably the sort of person that when he reads, like his lips are moving. So I think he probably read it out loud. This is the day and age where, you were a soldier. You're probably not super bright. Your education is low. Your intelligence is low. You probably had to sound out some of the words to yourself. And so I think everyone would have heard you read that.
Okay.
Now, Donald, you do see there's a locked door just in front of you. You've probably never been in there.
Mm-hmm.
And Dr. Campbell, you see you've got an open door in front of you as well as a locked door above you. Or just to the north of you.
Okay. Yeah, that looks like a closet, so I'm going to explore that on the way back. But I was going to go into the bedroom to see if I noticed anything.
The first thing you notice is that the oil lamps are on, and this is a big no-no, unless you want your house to burn down. Just re-emphasizing the fact that he must have left in a hurry. Donald, if you want to try to open that door, it's going to be a lock-picking roll, if you want to give it a go.
Yeah. That's locksmith, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. And I get a bonus die because of my little
Your
tool.
lockpicks, yeah.
Hey.
Oh, nice.
Woo!
The door yields. And it looks to be a private study. You can see a desk. Again, there's cluttered with papers. There's blankets on the floor like he's been sleeping in here. And right next to you there was a safe.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Yep, right there.
Would that be locksmith again?
It would.
Definitely trying to open this.
You will need a hard success or better.
Ooh.
You got a regular success. Do you want to push it or spend the luck to try and get that hard success?
How much luck would that
It
be?
would be, what is that?
What is
That'd
he?
be
34 luck?
19 luck.
Oh, 19 luck?
Yep.
Oh. I mean, it is a one-shot.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm sure you won't need that later.
Yeah. We're living on the edge.
Excellent. You get the safe open, and Randolph, you hear the safe opening in that room, and you know that Donald is in there. Donald, you find documents about a man named William Robert Woodman. And as you read through this, there's words here that you don't quite understand. Supreme Magus, Rosicrucians, co-founder, Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. Woodman was a medical doctor, a horticultural expert, and apparently an occultist. In 1887, he was given the honorary grade of exempt adept in the Isis Urania Temple of the Golden Dawn. He is one of 3 men who founded the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn.
I'm sorry, I just have a quick question. Are we, I know we all showed up at the apartment together, but we don't know each other at all, right?
So some of you may. I'll let you guys decide. Do you know these other people, or have you all arrived together? So, Dr. Campbell, do you know Watson Holmes?
I don't think I do.
And Dr. Campbell, do you know any of these others, Donald or Randolph?
I didn't see anything like that in the character sheet.
Sorry, what was that?
I didn't see anything like that in the character sheet.
Yeah. So if you want to, I'll let you kind of run with that. If you want to have known them, you may.
Yeah. Maybe I think it'd be better for me to know them than not know them. So yes, I know everyone.
Perfect. So maybe you have met through your shared acquaintance, Dr. Warwick. Otherwise, it would be kind of odd to have 4 people who don't know each other going through
Right.
this apartment.
Walking around a house.
Yeah. So basically, Donald, you find information on a man that looks as though he has been deceased for about 3 months. It's almost a dossier of this man, and he looks to have been someone high up in an occult order called the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn.
I think Donald will walk back out. There's someone else who's in the room with me, the detective.
That's me. Yeah, the detective.
I think he hands it to the detective, who I'm sure they've had run-ins, because he is a former criminal.
Right.
And he hands him all the papers, and he's just like, a little spooky, huh?
Yeah. I had my suspicions that our dear doctor might be involved in certain things, but could I maybe roll like a cult to see if any of this is familiar to me,
Yep,
or if I know anything more about it?
Absolutely.
Okay. Just roll it regular, right?
Yep.
So
you could spend 9 luck, or you could push that.
You know what? Let's spend that 9 luck.
So if you click on the 29, it should say spend 9 luck to pass, and then it will automatically deduct that luck for you.
Then
Perfect. So yeah, you have heard of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. The most well-known founder was a gentleman named Aleister Crowley, who still is out and about and plying his trade. His most infamous years are yet to come. But this fellow, whose name you read in the dossier, it sounds like he was high up in this order. And you know that this order deals with magic, with people performing real world magic, not the kind with cards and rabbits in hats, but the kind that seems a little too real for perhaps your tastes. In your mind, there has to be a logical solution to everything, but there are some things there that you have no answers for.
Oh, well, looks like our dear doctor might have got himself involved in this hermetic group of what was it? The something Dawn?
The Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn.
The Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. I personally don't know much about them unless I do, but something. Do they have like an emblem or something we could look out for?
They do. It's similar, like we might call it like the Illuminati emblem, like the all-seeing eye.
Okay. Well, I definitely like to share that with. I'm with Donald.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll show, like, if it's not drawn on any of the papers, I'll kind of like sketch it out and show it to him, and like as we pass, other team members, I'd like to, just keep an eye out for this. Might lead us to something.
Excellent. Randolph, what are you doing?
Probably just kind of pacing around. I mean, the vault was broken, which is a little weird, but we're all looking for the guy.
He definitely does not seem to be here.
Yeah, bizarre.
Do you have an idea of where he may have gone?
The morgue would be fairly good bet. He called sounding panicked, which is not like him, and
right.
The text on the paper that Randolph found seems quite distressed, so I would assume that they're related.
Is there anything interesting in the bathroom?
Give me a spot hidden roll.
Yeah. Well,
Nope. In fact, the bathroom is very, very clean. It smells of cleaning solutions, of ammonia, and it looks as though he could perform surgery in this bathroom for how clean it is.
Suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
Could Watson Holmes kind of go around and look? Are there windows in this apartment, and are they open or shut?
There are a few windows, and they are shut. There is also a large balcony up here. There's a sliding French door you could open up and go out onto the balcony.
Yeah, could I go out there and I don't know, see if there's anything suspicious, if all the windows are shut, was somebody watching him?
Yeah, give me a spot hidden roll as you kind of search the roofs, the sight lines.
Got it.
You see movement on a roof not far from you. It looks as though someone kind of hunched over, and they duck down. They're standing next to some sort of small structure, roughly the size of, like a refrigerator, we'll say. And they're bent over and they're looking around, and you watch them intently for a moment, and you know that from that roof they would have a clear line of sight to this apartment. And you see them reach down, and then they throw a pigeon up in the air, and you see the pigeon circle around. This guy's keeping pigeons on his roof.
Without letting him know that I see him, maybe I'd go back and who's next to me? Donald's here, and kind of point it. I kind of turn away from him, like I'm walking back, and just say, "We're being watched from the roof." At my 6.
Nice.
If any of us might want to swing by while I look like I'm still investigating.
No, he's like, wait, that roof there?
Over there?
Oh,
The one with the guy on it?
right.
The bird.
I'll try to grab Donald's arm and pull him in a little tighter, But yes, the roof behind me.
That's awesome.
And yeah, I'll pull out my magnifying glass, which I apparently have.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
why wouldn't you have one?
yeah, and kind of look around the balcony, throw my hands up on my hips, not finding anything here.
Excellent. Donald, give me a spot hidden roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see the same person over there. There's clearly someone there, and you see them just standing there. They're almost facing in your direction, just standing and staring. They're not quite looking at you. It's almost like they're looking past you. And you see them raise both of their arms straight out to the side. And then they bring them forward, and the pigeon flies back down and alights on their hands, and they gently pet the pigeon and then lean down towards the little pigeon coop and place them back inside. And then they return with another one, and they release that one up into the sky as well. And it's getting dark. There's it's not long until complete darkness sets in.
I think Donald will kind of give him the bird guy like a thumbs up.
Oh my god.
He pays you no mind. It's as though he does not even see you.
Rude.
Are there blinds to this big balcony, or is it just
They're like a curtain, a big
like a
curtain that could open. When you came in, the curtain was closed.
Gotcha. Well, I'll just be like, best be on our way, Donald. We're losing time here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
time is
within
of the essence. It sounds like Dr. Warwick is under a great deal of strain, and perhaps the sooner you find him, the better.
To the morgue?
that is one of our only leads. Have we investigated all of the rooms at this point?
No, not yet. I was going to investigate the bedroom. And I was going to tell Donald, maybe you want to check the kitchen. There might be something there, but I wasn't. I didn't see anything.
Dr.
Right.
Campbell, give me an intelligence roll as you are searching, and you're hearing kind of them talking about the morgue and things like that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You know where he worked. He worked at St. Bartholomew's. You know that they would have a morgue there. It's very likely that that's where he has gone, based on what you read on the notes. Sounds like he wants access to that incinerator. Donald, give me an intellect roll as well.
Yes. I forgot that I was Donald. I'm so sorry.
It's like, who? What? Who
Like,
are you
yeah,
people?
Donald.
Come on, Donald. Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh.
There's a tea kettle, and it's on the stove. You don't see it in the picture, but there's a tea kettle there. And you just press the back of your hand up against it, and it's still quite warm. He left here very recently.
Is this like a icebox / fridge?
It is.
Okay, Donald's gonna open it.
As you open it up, you let out a little shriek.
Oh no.
He's got ice cream. No, I'm teasing. You don't let out a shriek. No. But what could be in that fridge? No, there's a big block of ice in there. It's partially melted, and he's got some wrapped in butcher paper, some cuts of meat, probably a roast, maybe some steaks in there. If he can afford an ice box, he can afford to eat well. He's got a few other small sundries in there. Nothing that is deeply frozen. Everything in there kind of stays in a state of just cold enough not to get moldy, but you better eat it in the next couple of days. That's what this looks like. The paper in here is the same butcher paper you saw in the other room.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
May I ask what this door is I'm standing in front of that I
It's
can't
probably
get
a
into?
closet. Probably a closet.
Let me open that. Yeah, it is a closet.
Oh, I can. Can I? Oh, I can go in.
Yeah.
Any skeletons in the closet?
No literal ones. A few dust bunnies here and there.
Would I be able to roll spot hidden for anything? I kind of want to have Watson just kind of doing like overarching sweep of the place,
Yeah.
doing spot hidden. I don't know how you would
Yep.
want to go about that.
Yeah, let's do it. Just give me one roll, and this will. It'll take a little bit of time, but it will be you're going over it with a fine-tooth comb.
Fantastic.
Leave no clue unburied.
Oh my!
Well, that's a terrible roll.
That is terrible. Let's go ahead and
push that?
yeah, I think I do. All right, come on, no whammies.
There we go. Excellent. You go through the entire house, and you feel like you've dug through this man's life in a short amount of time. The only things that seem out of the ordinary have been discovered. The documents in the other room, the strange tools, that can of kerosene in there, as well as the glimpse into the state of mind of Dr. Warwick. It seems as though he left very suddenly, and it seems as though he had urgency in a place he wanted to go. You can't help shake the feeling that man across the way on that rooftop every time you look through this house, your thoughts keep going back to that man, but you're unsure if that's of any significance. It could just be a man out tending pigeons, but you know that
Was that a common thing? I'm so sorry. Was that a common thing?
Yes, yep, it would have been relatively common. Yep, to tend pigeons back then. In fact, it
Gotcha.
still is quite common in London as a hobby. People just keep pigeons.
Okay. The only odd thing is that it might be
Yeah,
that
he had a
he's
perfect
right across.
sight line. Yeah, if he
Yeah.
wanted to look down, if the windows were open or something, he would have seen the comings and goings of this place.
Well, what do you chaps make of this? Do you think that's worth investigating, or should we make haste to? Seems like he needs to get to the incinerator at St. Bart's. I don't know if that's where he's headed, but that's our lead.
I think that's what we should start looking at, especially how quick he left.
Agreed.
Yeah, you might be right.
Do we go to
Yeah,
St. Bart's?
yeah, I'm good to start heading out if everybody else is.
Yes.
All right, let me take us to St. Bart's. It takes some time. St. Bart's is not just down the street. This is a good walk. It takes a few hours to get there. There are no taxis that you could take. Every now and then there might be a carriage that comes by, but no one's picking up anyone at this late hour. If you hadn't already made the arrangements, you're not getting picked up. So you take the journey on foot. And all the while, that oppressive London fog begins to seep in. And at first, it's like finger-like tendrils creeping along the curb and along the cobbles. And then it gets thicker all around you, and it becomes oppressive. And you feel the chill of it on your faces as you walk. All the while wondering, as your brain begins to go over what could go wrong, what has gone wrong. And you make your way to St. Bart's Hospital. Let me take us in here. Let me read you some flavor text real quick, and then we will get started. This, the hospital is presently closed. It's past visitation hours. There is an emergency area, but there's also the access to the morgue. You know that if you walk in and say, "Hey, I want to go to the morgue," they will not let you in. They will not admit you. It's past those hours. The coroner he's not here. They'll tell you to come back during regular hours. Dr. Campbell, you know that there would be a back door. There's a place where the bodies come and go, and you could go through that back door to get into the morgue.
Yep, that's where I'd like to go.
As you head in, the place is clean and professional, and it stinks of formaldehyde. Just horrible scent everywhere that you go.
All right, team, just close your nose if the smell bothers you.
Absolutely. Let me give you a little background on the morgue and on the hospital. So St. Bartholomew's Teaching Hospital was founded in 1123 and is the oldest in England. At this time of night, only a few staff are around, and they are busy tending to patients. No one has seen Dr. Warwick, and before you ask anything else, you find your way inside through the back entrance. You go down a private access ramp at the rear of the hospital, and the large, heavy metal door has been propped open. It looks as though its lock has been broken, perhaps by Warwick. Light spills out from inside, threatening to alert passerbys to what looks like a robbery. Thus, you slip inside silently and close the door behind you. As the door clicks shut, a blood-curdling scream rings out from inside the morgue. You rush toward the sound instinctively, racing through a hallway and into an autopsy suite. Right there through that door. As you race in, you see a blood-stained autopsy table scalpels and a bone saw lie on the table, along with the dismembered remains of a human body. Dr. Warwick is slumped on the floor next to a leather bag, his back pressed against a table leg. He is covered in blood, pawing feebly at a scalpel jammed into his neck. He gurgles at you. Bloody, bare footprints and handprints dot the floor all around him. Warwick is wearing boots. Whoever stabbed him must be close. And when you see this, I need all of you to make a sanity roll. And let me go ahead and click on sanity. If you pass, you will lose 0. If you fail, you will lose 1.
Ooh. Oh,
So
no.
Donald will lose 1.
Oh, Donald.
And then I need, who has not gone? Dr. Campbell. I need a
Okay.
sanity.
I thought I tried. Oh, try again.
Excellent. So just Donald, you lose 1 point of sanity.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Warwick, sitting here on the ground, is gurgling. And he's making frantic gestures. He's pointing at the door. And he says, "Don't let them out." And then he begins to slump forward as blood oozes out between his fingers.
Can I try to
Watson
save
be
him?
like, yeah, like, my God, Will Campbell, patch the man up.
Yeah, give me a first
can I
aid
try to-
roll, Dr. Campbell.
Sure. First aid. I'm trying to find it. Give me a second.
No problem.
Don't see it.
Let's see. It is...
It's under skills, right?
Yes, it's just below firearms. Then you'll see first aid. So it's on the left-hand column.
Got it. I got it.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
Ooh, do you want to spend 10 luck or push that?
Yes. Yeah, I want to use 10 luck.
Excellent. You get him stabilized and prevent him from dying, but he's in no state to stand up, let alone be of much assistance. And as he clutches his throat, speech is difficult for him. "Don't let them out. Don't let them out."
Who are we talking about?
And he
But who else?
raises a hand and he's pointing in the direction that Dr. Campbell went, towards that door over there.
We close the door behind us here.
Yep, I can get that shut.
Thanks.
And from here, you can see there's a door to the south, and there's a door over here to the west. There are bloody footprints and bloody handprints all through the room.
And I'm sorry, did he point to the south or
He
the
pointed to the west.
west? Okay.
I
Well,
should we go to the south? I'm kind of squishy.
Yeah, Randolph, you're our ex-soldier. You probably go right back into that place in your mind when combat is happening or imminent danger is all around you. Your reflexes take over. What is Randolph doing?
Well, yeah, I mean, he would. It's naturally he passed the sanity check. I'm sure he's seen, men die, but probably wanting to follow the prince, or some kind of action, discover who did this.
Give me a tracking roll with a bonus die.
That bloody footprint really helps.
It's easy to track when they leave marks. Do you want to spend 10 luck or push that?
I will spend the 10 luck. 10's pretty good, actually.
10's pretty good. There's a lot of tracks, but you see that the vast majority of them lead through these two doors. There are no tracks down here.
Sorry, which direction?
East and west. There are no tracks to the south, or very few.
Okay.
And you see now that the door handle on this door to the west, there's blood on the door handle.
Oh, it wasn't locked. Well, I suppose we're just gonna have to spread out and check everywhere. It's a lot of rooms.
As you go out, you see that there's a great abundance of bloody prints heading over here towards this door.
Oh dear.
Right, I'll take the non-bloody room.
Yeah.
I just say, if you're armed, I'd recommend you pull out your firearms now.
Yeah.
Okay, can I check this room for any kind of thing I can use as a weapon in case?
Down here? Yeah, so
Yes.
this is a cadaver preparation room. There is a steam-powered lift that would bring bodies up and down from the hospital. There are 3 steel-wheeled stretchers with locking wheels arrayed in a line. Along one wall is an assortment of cabinets above a long countertop. There's a wheeled embalming machine in the corner with a large sink and a steel bathtub. If you open the cabinet, you find various scalpels. There were also on this table back here with Dr. Warwick, there were scalpels, and there was even a bone saw on the table. Do you want to arm
All right.
yourself with one of those?
Yeah, I'd like to take a scalpel and then offer any scalpels to anyone in my party that wants a scalpel.
Anyone else want a scalpel?
I'll show that I already have a handgun and a knife on me.
Yeah, you're probably good. I think you're covered.
Donald is also pretty well armed.
Yeah.
Randolph, give me a listen roll as you go near that door.
Oh, listen's a skill I thought about putting points at, but I was like, I've barely ever used that. Why would I do that? Oh, not close.
Do you push that?
Yeah, I couldn't even think of a way I would push that, so I'm gonna say no.
You could press your ear up against the door and get right up against it.
Right. Yeah.
I would never do anything bad by you doing that, ever.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass. I trust
Okay.
you, believe me, but I'm gonna pass.
You hear a voice from that room, and it says, "Yes, yes, send someone quickly. The murderers, they're still here in the morgue. Come quickly."
Oh,
Curious.
Do you
Well,
do you open that door?
absolutely. If there's a voice, gun in hand, he'll push the door open.
You open the door, and as you go in, you see there's a telephone here next to you. And as you step forward, you see there is a severed head on the ground.
mm-hmm.
And there is a severed arm over here to the side. The severed head says, "They're coming for you." And the eyes
shit.
roll up and look at you as the hand begins to slowly crawl towards you. I'm going to pull you guys into initiative. So
Oh dear.
the way that this works is it's based on your dexterity order. If you have a gun out, you get plus 50 to your initiative. Did Randolph have his pistol out?
Yeah, I even said with the gun
Yeah.
in hand, he pushes open the door. Yeah.
Watson, do you have a pistol?
I do, and I did have it pulled out. Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so I'll just roll the initiative. So Randolph, you get to go first. You've got a severed head and a severed arm that seem to have been animated.
Right. I don't even know what to do here. Well, we've got an incinerator, I guess. I don't. I'll try to subdue the head, I guess. Like, wrestle a head? Do I have? I don't have anything to. We need to prepare. I was not prepared for this, but
So that would be a fighting brawl if you want
yeah,
to try
that
to
is what I'm
you know,
gonna
grab
do.
the head and keep it from biting you, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Ideally,
if you
yeah.
want to target the head, so to target in Foundry, you can either hover over the enemy and push the T key on your keyboard, or you can click on the enemy and then on the toolbar to the left, the very top, it says token controls, and there's one that looks like a bullseye, says select targets. You can target them. You will know when they're targeted because you'll see like a reticle around them. And then you can click on that fighting brawl roll, and that will engage the two of you into combat. The head will have a chance to fight back. So you can do in Call of Cthulhu, you can do like a fighting, like a punch or kick attack. You can also do what's called a maneuver, which is like, I'm going to try and stuff this head in a bag kind of thing. That would be a maneuver. Either way, it's going to use your fighting brawl skill. So what are you trying to do with this head? Just pick it up by the hair, or...
Yeah, I don't have a bag or anything, but that was my idea. Is like get it by the hair, try to contain it.
Perfect. Give me that roll.
Oh, very nice.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
that is an extreme success.
Wow.
So he's going to fight back. He's going to try to bite you. He needs to get an extreme success as well. Actually, he has to get a critical. So he did not. So you get the upper hand. So you've got the head. You've got it grabbed. As you grab it, and you can see that this thing, it was no trick of the eye. This thing is very much alive. Give me another sanity roll.
Yeah, I was
Do
kinda wondering about that.
I need to do one as well since I'm right behind him?
As soon as you see that the head is indeed making eye contact and speaking.
Yeah. All right. Oh shit.
Wow.
Yeah. No way you look at it, that's freaky, no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah, good luck with that. All right, so you are going to lose 1d6 points of sanity. I'm going to roll for each of you. So this is for... Oh, gosh.
Ouch.
Okay, so that was for
Ouch.
Randolph. This is for Watson.
I'm on one. Oh, my
man.
god.
Oh,
Okay.
oh,
Oh, rough.
that's
So-
freaking you guys out.
Yeah, this
Oh, yeah.
This may not end the way that we thought. So when you lose 6, so if you deduct 6 from your sanity, it's going to immediately trigger a possible temporary bout of insanity.
Oh, my.
So
It's not me.
yeah, finally it's not you. So you'll probably see like the little green spider. You need to make an intelligence roll. So what's happening is you have seen or witnessed something that defies logic, and you are now going to see if you can disbelieve it or like force it into your subconscious where you'll deal with it later with a therapist, or if it's going to get the better of you right now. So you need to make an intelligence roll. You want to fail this roll. If you fail it, you kind of you hide those thoughts in your mind. So
good.
Watson, you're okay. If you pass this roll like that,
Yeah.
you completely understand, like, if this is real, then all that other stuff I heard of is real, and maybe that thing I saw in the war actually happened. So, Luke, roll a 10-sided die. Let's see how long this temporary bout of insanity lasts.
Oh, my.
Ooh, ow.
Ouch.
So 8 rounds, and what your character, there's a table that I roll on. For this session, it actually has already predetermined what your bout of madness will be. Yours is that your mind flashes back to the First Boer War, and you begin to call for reinforcements. We need more powder! Someone send a runner back to HQ! And you're holding this head, and I'm going to let you decide kind of how you deal with this, but all thoughts of orderly disposing of this head are gone. Maybe you think this is some ordnance. I'll let you decide. So you've got the head in hand, but that was your turn. Let's go back to Watson. You are up next. You get hold of your senses. You did not have that bout of insanity. What do you do?
Is Randolph, is he yelling out for reinforcements?
Yes, yep. And you see this look in his eye, like he's got this 1,000-yard stare. He is somewhere else right now in his mind.
I'll just try to grab the head from him. Give it here, man. Back to our comrades, and I'll try to push him out of this door and shut it.
Let me have
Behind us
Randolph
for the-
give me another sanity roll. This looks like this might be one of the boar coming to attack you.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Uh,
Do you have any
yeah,
luck to change?
you can't spend luck on a sanity roll.
Oh, okay.
So he's not going to just give you the head. He's going to look at you like you are not supposed to be here, and you guys may end up in a scuffle here.
Oh boy. All right.
Watson,
well,
give me a fighting brawl roll. This is going to be your maneuver to try and get the head away, and then Randolph, you're going to oppose that. So give me a
Okay.
fighting brawl roll, and Randolph, give me one as well. Oh, okay. So Watson, you take the head. You manage to get it away. Randolph, this looks like someone, the enemy just came and took, maybe important documents or something that you needed, and you're being overrun. On your next turn, I'll let you react to that. The left arm skitters toward Randolph. And you see, for the first time, it has a screwdriver in its hand, and it drives that screwdriver deep into Randolph's leg. So,
Oh my
Randolph,
God.
it is going to make a fighting attack. You can fight back or you can dodge. I will let you choose. On the chat screen, you can pick dodging or fight back. So it failed. If you fight back, if you get a success, you will damage that arm.
nice.
Oh, and did you? Yeah. So then, will it let you click on roll damage? Sometimes it
Looks
lets
like,
you.
yeah.
Sometimes I have to do it. And then does it let you click on that one? Yeah.
Oh, yep.
And then I can inflict pain. Excellent. So the left arm took more than half of its hit points in a single go, and so it needs to make a Constitution check to see if it is incapacitated. Nope, it is still good, but it is badly wounded. Let's go to the head. Is going to try to bite Watson as you make the exchange, and Watson.
And I'm sorry, I just have it by like the hair.
Yeah, probably just by the hair, and it's kind of flipping up. How it's moving, you have no idea, but it's swinging
Right.
around and almost as though by magic, it's coming up and trying to bite at you. And that is not a success. You can fight back if you want to, smash it against the wall or something. You can give me a fighting brawl roll, or you can just, hold it at
Yeah,
arm's length.
What I would like to do, can I presume that I have like one of those long trench coats?
Absolutely.
I would like to use like a maneuver to fight back. Is that possible?
Yeah, I think as it's biting
And
you,
like
and as you
to
took
wrap
it,
it.
yeah, you could get it in there. Just give me a fighting brawl roll. As long as you get a success, you will get it wrapped up in your coat.
Got it.
Yes, you do. So you have that basically restrained.
Perfect.
Now, let's add Donald and the doctor here. You can hear shouting. You can hear noise coming from the other room. Let me just add your initiatives, and let's go to the next round. So, Randolph, you're up next. The enemy just took something from you, and now you're being attacked by this arm. What does Randolph do? You have 7 more rounds of insanity.
Yeah, well, you fight the bastard that's trying to kill you before anything else, I suppose.
And you've got this gun. Are you using the gun or hand to hand?
He's had the gun out the whole time. I don't know how easy it would be to shoot a hand. I feel like, nobody would reasonably try to just shoot this weird flailing arm.
Is that what he's seeing in his broken mind?
That's
Is it
true.
just an arm?
Yeah, it's probably
That is
attached to a person, and that person is trying to stab you with a knife. It's in reality it's a screwdriver, but you see someone trying to stab you.
Right, and that's a great excuse for if I miss. I was
Yep.
trying to shoot it in the torso.
And you
If you would.
you could add a bonus die because it's basically point blank range. So, yep, point blank. Okay, go ahead and click on roll firearms.
Yeah, it looks like it did that automatically.
Excellent.
Oh, jeez.
You can spend 1 luck to make that a success.
Yeah, because I was gonna say he's pretty fucking good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I will do that.
Then you can click on that spend 1 luck to pass on the chat bar, and then it should automate your damage.
Oh, I never saw that before. Yeah.
Yeah. Then click roll damage. That should be enough. Yep. So it's basically down and dying. It's not destroyed, but it is out of the fight. Excellent. Let's go to up next. We've got Watson.
Well, I mean, it's a really good sign that he went for the arm and not me. I'm going to try to finish off the arm and try to prove that I'm not the enemy.
Well, so the arm is down. The arm is no longer.
Oh, but it's not destroyed.
It's not destroyed, but it is, for all intents and purposes, it's out of the fight.
Well, that bad boy's getting wrapped up in my coat.
Excellent. You've got him in the coat. You can move if you like.
What would there be something I could roll to try to get him to snap out of it, or at least convince him that
Yes.
I'm not the enemy?
So that's that reassure skill, and you've only got 10% in it, but if you can get that, you will get him snapped out of it.
You know, I think I'm going to try.
Brave soul.
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
No.
Oh no.
Do you want to push that?
You know, I don't think so. You know, would it be possible to get on the other side of the door and close him in until we can calm him down?
Yeah, so that's going to take your turn was trying to calm him. It didn't work. You can back out and shut the door, and that would be your turn.
That's perfect.
Perfect.
I'd like to try to go toward the group whenever we can.
Yeah, Donald, you're up next.
Oh, got it.
Ooh.
And then Dr.
Okay.
Campbell, you go after Donald.
Gotcha.
We hear all of the shouting. So how far? Is there like a limit to how far he can move, or can I just go?
There is. So basically, for the purpose of this game, you could move into the room that we started in, or the one with Dr. Warwick. So you would leave this room, go through the cadaver preparation room, and back into the autopsy room.
Okay. We're gonna do that. He's gonna run as close as he can to the kerfluffle.
Perfect. So you could get like right to the edge of this room.
Great. Okay.
Perfect. And that would be like a double move. Dr. Campbell, you could do the same if you want to get towards where you're hearing the... You've heard a gunshot by now.
Yeah. Where I'm at, is there anything here, or is this the outside? That's kind of confused on the map.
Yeah, so this room here is...
Which room? Okay.
This is the cold storage. There is...
Gotcha.
There's a bank of wooden doors, 6 across and 3 high. These are the refrigerated drawers used to store corpses. And most of them are unoccupied. There are a few ones that have corpses in them, and there are blocks of ice in here to help keep them cold.
Perfect. Yeah, interesting for later. But I'm going to go with the entrance.
Perfect.
I kind of wait there. Yeah.
Okay, the head will go. It's wrapped up in the bag. It's going to start trying to chew its way out. And no, it cannot chew its way out. But you see it biting and trying to rip and tear at your jacket. While I've got the other two in that room, the torso on the table begins to twitch and writhe. And that torso will then take its action. And it rolls onto the ground. And it's coming after Donald. And Donald, it is just going to... Its attack is called Flop Angrily. It's going to flop angrily at you.
Great.
You can fight back, or definitely fight back because it fumbled. So on the chat screen, there should be a dodging or fighting back. Click on fighting back.
Great. Mm-hmm.
And then you just need a success, and you can deal damage to it. And then I need you and Dr. Campbell to give me a sanity roll. Excellent. So that was not a success with your punch.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Dr. Campbell, you will lose this many points of sanity. 5. Oh, shoot. That might be another temporary bout of insanity.
Oh boy.
But Donald, you are okay. So, from Dr. Campbell, I need an intelligence roll.
Fortunately, invested in that skill from the beginning.
That's not
Hopefully,
good.
it pays off.
Yeah, no, we wanted to fail this roll.
No. Oh no.
Oh,
All right.
I have 45 luck points. Can those add to that 33?
Can you spend luck on this? You can't do it on a. You know what? I will let you spend luck on this.
So I have 45 and those 33. So I think I'll be down to 2 luck.
Yep, you need 42.
Okay.
Wow.
But
But
yeah,
that way you regain your senses. All right, Randolph, your turn. The door has been shut. The enemy has fled the room.
Yeah. Well, speaking of, why you would want to spend that much luck, being insane is pretty scary. But Randolph's looking for reinforcements. So he's probably just going to take cover behind a desk and just, I don't know, aim at the door.
Yeah, next thing through that door is getting a bullet.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to hunker down.
Watson, you've got the head in a bag. It's trying to chew its way through. Is there something here that can be used to destroy that head?
I don't necessarily want to destroy the head because it was talking to somebody on the phone, right?
Right. It's
What?
It sounded like it was maybe calling the police.
Oh, okay. I feel I mean I don't think I want to destroy it right away. If it's sentient, so we can get some sort of information out of it, as long as we can, as long as it's not like immediate danger to us. But if I see it trying to chew through the coats, is there something I could like? I don't know, anything in my personal belongings I could jam into its mouth so it'll stop gnawing.
Ooh. Tell you what. So this is where the luck mechanic comes into play. Tell me what you think you might have, and I'll give you a luck roll. And if you succeed, then you have that item.
An apple.
Nice, like a suckling pig.
an apple.
Yeah. All right, so roll the luck.
Yep.
All right, let's do it. Oh hell yeah!
Oh yeah. You happen to have a golden delicious apple in your pocket.
Perfect.
Nice.
I'd like to shove that in so like as soon as it gets mouth like large to get another bite, I'm gonna try to jam it in there.
Yep. Give me a strength roll to get that jammed in.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yep. Easily force it in, and it's almost locked the jaw. It can't open it any wider. You have basically stunted it from chewing through the jacket. You can move as well. You can move essentially to a new area, through one of the doors or kind of around the hallway. We'll say 10 squares.
I
or
will. I'm really just. I don't know where Randolph is. If he's gonna try to bust through, I think he's gonna really try to like brace the door.
Yeah, he's got a gun.
He has a gun. So like try to brace the door, but like kind of like crouch down and hold the handle. Make myself as small as I can. But also, I'll like to end my turn by telling the head that looks like we're keeping the doctor away after I shove the apple in his mouth.
You got to do it in your best Arnold Schwarzenegger voice. This will keep the doctor away.
There you go. Perfect.
Nice. Excellent. Donald, you're up. You've got this torso that's flopping angrily at you.
Flopping torso. Let's see. Oh, I don't have a knife. I should have taken the scalpel.
Give
I guess I'll
give me a luck roll. There might be one right there in that sink.
Yes.
There is one right
Oh.
there. Oh, no, you missed it by 3. And you can't
Yeah.
spend luck on a luck roll. Oh, shoot. Yeah.
Luck earlier.
There
Tragic.
is a scalpel, but it's over here on this table by the doctor.
Oh, okay. I have a gun. I'll just shoot it at close range, I guess.
Nice. All right, you take the gun out. Give me a shot. You can target the torso, and then so you can hover over. There you go. Perfect. And then on your character sheet, go to combat. Just click on the handgun.
Handgun.
Perfect. And it's point blank. Click on roll firearms on the chat screen. Oh. Excellent. All right.
Hey.
So this is an extreme success. So with weapons that impale, that penetrate, if you get an extreme success, it's called an impaling or a penetrating shot. It does maximum damage plus a die roll. So this is going to do a ton of damage. So click on the roll damage.
Nice.
So 16 points of damage. That is, yeah, that's how do you take out the torso?
Ooh. I think after it like kind of smacked him, yeah, he just takes out the gun. I'm trying to think of something quippy, but I cannot come to terms with anything.
You don't have an apple in your pocket, that's why.
Yeah, it's true. And yeah, I think he just kind of shoots it, and then I imagine like because it's so close, there's like gore and blood just kind of like splattering everywhere.
Oh, awesome.
And he probably just like he's wearing a hat in the picture, so he probably just like takes his hat off and like takes a handkerchief out and just starts dabbing like at his face.
Nice.
Like,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Excellent. Let's go to Dr. Campbell.
Yeah, so first I'd like to give my scalpel to Donald, and then make my way toward the soldier, Donald.
Perfect. I'll put a scalpel on there. Donald has a scalpel now.
Thank you.
And then if I can take my pencil that I have
Uh-huh.
and just put it in my hand.
Perfect. And then you're
So I should-
heading towards the doctor.
Yes.
I think you're under Donald. Let me just move Donald. Yeah, there you are. I'll let you move. Perfect. I'll move Donald back. Guys are piggybacking over there. And as you come around, then you can see Watson Holmes with some sort of, it looks like a bowling ball wrapped up in his overcoat, and there's an apple kind of clinging to the side of the overcoat.
Oh, okay. Well, very strange. I'm not sure what you're doing, but I heard some gunshots. I'm here to help.
What is it? Who's in there? Randolph, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Randall.
A boy Randolph's gone yumpy. Don't look in this bag.
Oops.
Okay, like Perseus, I guess.
He's having some kind of what they call it, shell shock.
Oh yeah.
Oh, let me talk to him. I'm pretty good at helping that. I've reassured a lot of my patients before.
Please,
I've seen this before.
Do you open the door?
No, I want to talk to him through the door to reassure him.
Perfect. Give me that reassure roll.
I'd like to push it.
You want to push it? Okay.
Could I
Because I
just
only have
also
two-
say like, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, because I only have 2 luck. So,
Right.
but what else do you want to say?
Oh, I just wanted to throw out a warning of like, he just be aware, he is armed, old boy.
Oh, don't worry. I've done this a million times. I've had a lot of experience as a doctor. I was just freaked out by the apple and by the bag.
Is it like still wiggling around somehow, or?
Yeah, it looks like you're shaking it, but it's actually moving and you're trying to resist it.
Got it.
I'm not sure how to push.
So if you go to the chat bar, click on the where it says 70, and then it will pull up below it. It'll say push.
Got it. Ooh, just okay. Got it.
Oh. So
all right.
as you probably, maybe you don't open the door, but maybe just by habit you knock on the door. Now, Randolph, you hear this knocking sound. There's someone at the door. What do you do? I'm not saying you fire your pistol unless you do, but what would Randolph do?
Yeah, Randolph. If you can avoid it, you don't blind fire through a door. You can't. That's just irresponsible. Even in a freaking panic, he probably would fire. But yeah, I imagine he's pretty ready. I don't think he's like verbal. He's just, sweating to himself, crouched behind this desk, shaking.
Yeah, it feels like they're getting close, and maybe that knocking sound that brings you back to perhaps the stomp of boots as a patrol approached your position and you ready yourself to shoot. Let's go to the head is restrained. I'm going to give it just a chance to try and bite through the apple. It's going to be a strength roll. No. In fact, it gets TMJ problems that will plague it later in life. Torso is down. Donald, you have with the gun out, you have the highest dex, so you can take your action.
Ooh. Okay, I guess I'll go into the room.
There you go.
Hold on. I open the door and then put the gun.
So
there you are.
You could move over to here, or you have enough movement if you wanted to inspect that door.
Okay. Yeah, let's inspect the door.
Okay, the door is not locked. You can open it if you like.
Yeah.
This small room houses a large gas-powered brick furnace. A large metal door provides access to the flames within. This is the incinerator.
Oh. Donald just calls out, probably unhelpfully, I guess this is where we can burn the bodies.
Excellent.
How many bodies are there?
I don't know, just the pieces we found around here.
Yeah, so far you found a torso, a head, and a left arm.
I know I didn't ask before, and I don't want to retcon anything, but would I have noticed if the body on the slab was just missing an arm and a head, or was it missing more pieces?
It was missing a head, arms, and legs.
Head, or it's just the torso?
Yep, just the torso.
Well, I think we need to find the other missing pieces. We have a head and arm, we're missing 2 legs and another arm.
And now you know where the title Bits and Pieces comes from.
That makes sense.
I would like to see if we can get our boy calmed down first, but I don't know how far gone he is.
Speaking of which, Randolph.
I was going to say, there's... Sorry.
Oh, so I was just going to say, Randolph, it's your turn, but go ahead. What were you saying?
No, I was just going to say there is these cabinets in the far room that's got ice, and keeping things in there, keep things kind of cooled down if we need to use it.
Randolph, you can hear voices just outside that door. You've heard that stomping of boots. You've heard gunshots just in the room next to you. You heard someone mention fire and burning bodies.
Yeah, it's not very pleasant, is it? He is backed up against the wall. He's running out of options.
Nice.
Were flamethrowers used in war during that time?
They did not have
World War
flamethrowers. Yeah, that was World War I. They did not have flamethrowers.
Okay. Well, at least no flashbacks to that.
Nope. Watson, your turn.
I mean, I'm kind of looking at my people here. I'm kind of at a loss. But Dr. Campbell, how else would you call a patient? Do you have anything on you that might sedate him for a bit until we can get him right?
No, the only thing I have is
with a luck roll, you might have chloroform or morphine.
A little bit of heroin.
Okay.
I don't know.
Back then, it was totally fine.
Okay, yeah, I can check to see if I have anything.
Of course, you have 2 luck?
may have 2 luck.
Oh
yeah.
no!
It's
Oh
possible.
no!
It's there's a possibility.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Oh my god!
Wow. Can you? Oh my gosh.
So close. There
Really?
is
All right.
you do have some syringes with morphine in them, but you've already used them, probably on the walk over here because it was a long, difficult walk. And
Yeah.
your knee acts up in the cold weather. You don't have any morphine left.
Yeah, but I do have a gold watch that I've used for hypnotism.
Oh,
But
excellent.
we could try to slide it under the door. But usually with hypnotism, you have to be able to see them eye to eye, and so
Yeah.
I don't know how it would work with a closed door.
If you want to
Um,
do that, try another reassure roll. Um, I'll let you do that. If you want to try to hypnotize him, you can. With that, I'm going
Okay.
to. I love the idea, so I'm going to give you a bonus die on the reassure roll.
nice.
So should I wait my turn to do that? then?
Yes, your turn is coming up. So,
Okay.
Watson, what are
Okay.
you going to do?
Um, honestly, I'm just I have no idea where he's in the room. I'm just having my hand on this handle, make sure this head is not breaking through, and yeah.
All right, Dr. Campbell, see if you can
So,
calm the patient.
Sure. Should I put it on the green or the red
The green,
one?
so +1 on the
Okay.
green.
Got it.
You
Works.
got it.
Nice.
So how
Nice.
do you talk him down?
I would say, soldier, I am work by you with your commanding officer, and I'm here to help. They said they need a medic, and I am here to help you. Are you okay?
Oh, there was a head. It was had no body. It was there's an arm in here.
No, I totally believe you. Can I just open the door and talk to you and get you to some help?
Do it real slow.
Okay. I slowly will turn the knob slowly and carefully, open up the door, peek my head through, and say, "Is it all clear?"
Well, there's this. Yeah, Randolph. But just sure this. I don't know. Did you get the arm? I don't think we did. The arm's just there.
Yeah, the arm's on the ground there.
Oh,
Mhm.
I thought I grabbed it and threw it in with the jacket.
Yeah, I had thought you'd said something like that, but I couldn't
Yeah.
quite remember.
Let me move it out there then.
All right. Well, soldier, I'm here to give you a hand.
Oh, thank you, friend. It's that was rough.
Well done.
And then
You have eased his bout of madness, and so now you have a period of indefinite insanity. It will last the rest of underlying insanity. This will last the rest of the night. So if you lose 1 point of sanity, you will have another bout of madness. But if you don't lose that point, you're good. So,
and then I'll
there's-
slip the. Oh,
I was going to say that there's one thing with Call of Cthulhu that's called getting used to the awfulness. Is there's a set number of points you can lose for seeing certain things. Like once you've seen enough limbs, it's not shocking anymore. And so in this scenario, you can lose 6 points, and then you don't lose any more. So you have lost all 6. So there's a good chance you don't lose any more sanity points. So I think you're out of the weeds. And then, sorry, go ahead with what you
no,
were saying.
I just put my watch away and say, "Hey, let's join the group."
Yes, thank you. Oh. Well done there, Watson.
The head is going to thrash around. It's inside the bag. It's going to try and bite through that apple again. No, it cannot get a good enough grip. The teeth can't bite the apple because of the cloth that's in between the teeth and the apple. Donald, you're up next.
So the head is also in a bag?
So the head and the left arm are in a bag. You just have the.
Okay.
Do you have the torso with you?
No, the
No.
torso I left in
Yep.
the room.
Oh, yep. There it is. But you do see the door to the furnace, the incinerator in here. If you want to cremate the remains. Randolph
I
would
guess as a-
probably recall that that's what Dr. Warwick had written on his note, that they needed to be incinerated.
Yeah, I did see that earlier. And that would be in a morgue, you'd assume, right? Oh yeah, you said there was one here.
Yep. Yeah, so
Yeah.
And
so she just found the incinerator right down here.
and I would just tell the group, in that those little cabinets that I saw before, they weren't all empty. There were some other pieces in there, in case we want to go check it out.
Yeah, in this room down here, most were empty, but there were a few bodies still in there.
Ew.
Now, I don't. Okay, I'd like to preface this with. Okay, there is a head in this bag in my jackets, and it does.
Oh, what?
speak.
Oh, what?
It is. I think it's a head that belonged to the torso that killed our dear friend, and it does speak.
Do we need to shoot it?
I'll leave this up to you guys, but do we want to ask anything? It seems totally sentient. In fact, I think it was on the phone with somebody, which
How did it dial?
There was an
there was
arm
an-
in
there,
the
there was an
room.
arm in the room.
Yes.
I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but this is insane. I don't know if you guys want to get anything out of it, or maybe threaten it by maybe fluffing and. Oh, can I? Who's next to me? Oh, maybe not Rudolph. Maybe not Randolph. But I'll go to Dr. Campbell and ask him if you could please locate his eardrums and plug your fingers in it so he can't hear us from the outside.
Oh, yeah. I think that was something that we had in our anatomy class. I'd
Yeah.
be happy to do that, but I don't think I want to see it. I'm just going to try to
Yes,
feel
just from the
my way
outside.
around and make some temporary earplugs. Whoa, this thing's moving too much.
I
I got it.
can only assume it understands us and can hear us, and it has its own
Well,
objective here.
Does
What do
anyone
we
else-
want to do?
yeah. Does anyone else speak Latin on your skills?
Well, it was speaking English on the phone.
Probably not.
Okay, because we
So,
can speak
It's
in Latin.
calling- Well, kind of for reinforcement. Ah, that's pretty useful. If it's demonic or something.
Donald, any ideas?
I'm cool with shooting it.
Hmm,
He can.
Well,
I think
we shouldn't. The doctor would, I would say we need to sustain life, keep it. I've made the Hippocratic oath to prevent things from dying and try to keep them alive. So let's try to talk to it or keep it alive as long as we can.
Do you take out the apple and try to speak to it?
Sure, first in Latin, saying, how are you?
Can we do that, but have me closer to the furnace so that maybe you can feel the heat through the jacket?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you
A little
guys,
interrogation.
yeah, you head towards the furnace. You bring the head and the arm with you. You open the door, and the blast of the heat is almost overwhelming. It takes you a moment to get used to it.
I think Donald is gonna throw the arm in the furnace. And just say, "Start talking."
The arm goes in, it clatters on a steel grate, and first there's a sizzle and then the smell of cooked meat. And you see the hand writhing and contorting, making strange contracting gestures with the hand before it begins to shrivel and blacken. And the head grows very still. If you remove the apple, is that what you do?
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to get anything out of it, so I will remove the apple.
It says, Dulce et decorum est pro patria mori. Give me I think the doctor speaks Latin.
I do. Mm-hmm.
Give me a Latin language roll. Oh, you got it.
Nice.
You begin to piece those words together, and you're like, wait a minute, that says, "From hell's heart I stab at thee, from the darkness I drive you down." It's some sort of curse or something, and you hear a loud crashing sound just outside the door as the gut pile of this person, the viscera, splatters upon the ground and begins writhing toward each and every one of you.
Oh, is that? I'm sorry. From the torso?
So the viscera were hiding up in the ceiling space. So the torso had been had all of the organs had slithered out of their own accord.
Oh my!
Let me draw.
Makes sense.
And that's when the doctor says, "I think this thing is dead, so we don't need to keep it alive anymore."
And Donald, you're first.
Donald's like, say less, and he just throws the head into the furnace.
Nice. The head rolls in, bounces a few times, and there is this pain-filled shriek that echoes before the roars of the flame finally snuff the light and life from it. We go to Randolph.
So you said there was viscera coming for us?
Yes, they are. You can't see it. They're just outside the door. Let me just move it over. Maybe you can see it there.
Right. Well, goodness, that doesn't look wholesome.
It's just like a big gut blob.
Big pile of guts, liver, intestines. It's squirming and roiling upon itself like if you've seen an octopus on dry ground, how it looks, trying to pull itself towards you using the loops of intestine.
Horrible.
All right. Take that shot.
Oh, oops. Sorry, I did that many times.
That's okay. Just click on one of those
Goodness.
roll firearms.
I had the initiative open. I didn't realize it was working.
Excellent. Roll damage. Oh,
Nice.
Nice.
well done. Still got plenty of hit points. Dr. Campbell, you're up next.
Yeah, just to try to prevent me from understanding everything and going back, I take out my pencil and my notepad and just start writing down everything that I can remember up to this point.
Excellent. The viscera shambles forward and goes after Randolph. And it will try to strangle you with loops of intestine. You can try
goodness.
to dodge, or you can. Oh, it missed. You can try to dodge, or you can fight back.
Yeah, I don't have the option to click a fight back now.
Oh,
Is that
shoot.
just brawl?
Yeah, just fighting brawl.
Uh-oh.
Oh, nope.
Oh, well, at least
That's
it's not a
not good.
critical.
Watson.
So the head and the arm are gone.
Yeah, let me get
Uh,
those off of here. There we go.
I will. Let's see. How big is this thing? Like just the normal amount of guts in a person,
Yep,
just kind of.
yep, exactly. Just kind of
Okay.
spread out on the floor in a little pile that seems to be animated by some dark spirit.
Yeah, I guess I'll take the knife I have and try to cut those intestines up.
Nice. That is a
No
miss.
luck.
It will.
Good.
it
Can
will-
I? Let's see. Can I spend 12?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
It will fight back, and so it needs to get a hard success in order to be successful. Otherwise, you will damage it. And it nope. So you damage it, and so if you are stabbing it with your knife will do 1d4 plus your damage bonus, which is 1d4. So it'll do 2d4 points of damage. If you want to roll that, below the chat bar, there's pictures of dice. Click on the little triangle one twice, and then click roll, and it will roll that damage.
Gotcha. Could I also just click on small knife in combat?
Yes.
Tab?
Yep. And then that will... So that's how you would initially do your attack. So you can go ahead and...
Okay. Just click through it?
Yeah. As long as, as it's a success. Which,
So just gonna
yep,
click
there we go.
through it.
And
And,
then let me do no response here. Okay, so then you can click roll damage. Oh, whoops, and you were targeting Randolph, so definitely don't target Randolph.
sorry.
So, yeah,
Oh goodness, betrayal! I knew it.
sorry.
I'm
sorry.
Let me apply that to the viscera. There we go. Perfect. I'm going to get rid of that one just so I don't accidentally target Randolph. Perfect.
Got it.
Let's go to Donald. You're up next.
Ooh. Okay, well, we're gonna shoot the viscera again. Or not again, but for the first time.
It worked on the torso.
Yeah. Why not? So handgun.
And click roll firearms.
Great.
Looks good. Is it good?
No.
Nope, that is a failure.
Oh, it looked good.
You can spend 15 luck to make that a pass.
Sure. Why not? And 15 look. Okay.
Perfect. Nice. It is... Oh, it's almost down. Randolph,
Yeah.
you might be able to finish off the viscera.
For the queen.
Yeah, it would be good old Queen Victoria, wouldn't it?
It would. Roll damage.
God save the Queen.
And you got it. The viscera is down. Let's end the combat here. Dr. Campbell.
Brandon, does he?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, does he have? Yeah, Brandon, does he have unlimited amount of shots, or how does that work in the game?
No, so he's got ammunition.
Okay.
It takes an action to reload. So now that we're kind of out of combat, if he wants to reload, we can load that back up. So looks like Randolph's got 4 shots left. Let me reload you back up to 6, and let me do the same for Donald.
I would just go over to the desk to see if there's anything of in value. Kind of just check to see if there's anything that might help us, syringes or knives or anything, just to help out the group.
Yeah, in this room there are not. There's some wrenches, just tools that would be used if someone is doing work on the incinerator, but it's mostly documentation. There's pencils, paper.
I'll take the wrench. I'll take the wrench then.
Perfect. Let me...
Because I don't have a scalpel anymore.
Let me grab...
I think it shows that I have a scalpel, but I gave it.
Let me fix that. Combat, let me change that. There we go. It'll still show the picture of a knife, but it is now a wrench.
Oh, it's okay. Okay. And I'll wait here.
Excellent. So we've got the pile of viscera out here. We are missing... We need to burn the torso as well, and we need to find the legs and the other arm.
Yeah.
And we're out of initiative order, so you can all just kind of take actions as you like.
Right. Well, I feel like it'd probably take a few of us to scoop up all the various
Yeah,
organs,
and
but...
it's a gruesome job.
Yeah.
May I ask what the room that we found the head and the arm in that I'm in? What room is that now that I have a second to take a look around?
So this is, let's see, this is an office. This has desks and chairs, filing cabinets, and a telephone. Administrative work occurs here, and there is a bloody trail that leads across the room and pools of blood near the phone.
What I am particularly looking for is a like a doctor's coat or a badge. I don't know if that's something they would have had back then, just in case police show up and
Ooh.
it looks like 4 people are. Yeah.
Up to mischief in here. Give me a luck roll to
Yes.
see if you find that.
Okay. Hey.
Yes, you do.
Nice.
Well done.
Okay, I'd like to put on what was it that I found? Was it a doctor's
It
coat
was
or
a doctor's coat. There is no badge. They would have taken the badge, but there is a coat with a name embroidered on it.
Sure, I'll throw that on, and if I see a stethoscope, I'll put it around my neck.
And there would definitely be equipment like that in here, stethoscopes for sure.
Perfect.
I'd like to use the phone and with my credentials as a doctor, kind of explain what we've seen and try to use my credibility to let him know what's
Ooh,
going on.
Give me a persuasion roll with a bonus die.
Oh, persuasion. It's very low. It's only 10.
You can do, well, let's see. Let me...
Is the education role? Does that help at all? Like showing how well educated and, that they know how to formally work with people and, explain that system?
How about if we use reassure again?
Okay.
And you are
Okay.
trying to reassure the authorities, like, just like Han Solo, there's nothing to see here, everything's fine, how are you?
Sure.
Yep, let's do that.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Do you want to push that?
Oops. Yeah, I will definitely push that.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. They ask for your credentials. Do you give your name?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Because I have, it was my colleague that we're trying to find out.
Yep.
Give them the whole story, 100% truth.
So do you tell them about the talking head and the animated body
No,
parts?
I do not tell them about. No, I tell them there's a lot of unusual things, and we need more people to help us.
Excellent.
Oh.
They assure you that they will send their top men to come and help you. They will be there within the hour.
Thank you.
What is Donald Blythe doing? Oh, you guys were scooping up the entrails, the viscera?
Yeah, has everything been thrown in the incinerator yet, or no?
So you need to throw the torso in, and then you need to find the 2 legs and the right arm.
Okay. Yeah, I think Donald is just gonna go grab the torso and haul that bad boy in there.
Perfect. I'll go throw that off. What is Randolph doing? Or was Randolph helping with the viscera?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's what he was doing.
Okay. Then let's go to Watson.
Yeah, but before anybody gets here, I would like to know what name is on my coat.
It says Dr. Stephen Johnson. At the most random name I could think of on the fly.
Very good. And I will. So they managed to get the torso into the incinerator already?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Well, looks like we've got a couple pieces left to find if there's only one, and we'd be lucky if there's only one. Wait, I'm so sorry. When we found the dossier in the locked safe, yes, was there a picture of the gentleman?
There was.
And did that look?
And it looks just like the head.
Anything?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Looks like this is the gentleman we were looking for, and hopefully a couple legs and an arm can't do too much damage to us. So get a move on. Follow the blood trails.
So there
Yeah.
are blood trails that lead up to the two doors up here to the north, and there is a bloody trail that leads to this door on the far southeast.
Gotcha. And I don't know about the person who's hiding in whatever is south, right? I was gone by then.
No,
Earlier.
there was no one. There was no one hiding in stealth. I tell you, only thing that was there was an elevator that brings things up and down, and then there's a bunch of storage bins with ice for some of the bodies, and some of them are full and some of them are empty.
But none
Okay.
of them were dismembered or cut up.
Perfect.
Well, we have our. What do you fellas think? Does it matter?
Do you want to?
Left, right? Just go up.
Yep. Just
Open the first
Either
door.
way,
crack open the door.
Wherever the blood's leading.
Yeah.
Oh, there
And
they are.
Right there. Let me just throw us into combat as you have found the legs. And we'll get us on here. Let's see. Guns out. All right, Donald, you're up first. You see two legs. They're hopping around in here. They make a wet thudding sound with every hop, but they're hopping towards you almost in a coordinated fashion, and you see them gearing up for a kick. What does Donald do?
We're just gonna shoot it again.
When in doubt, shoot it out.
Shoot. Okay. Let's see here.
Should grab a leg and beat the other leg with it.
Yeah, that would be amazing. I was wondering if we could just like carry it to the incinerator. Like, how much is one like gonna do?
Right? It'd probably thrash around a bit, but I'm sure you could get it. That is going to be a miss.
Tragic.
The leg leaps to the side. Randolph, you're up next. You see Donald shooting at something in that room.
Well, I'd be a poor excuse of a soldier if I didn't join in. Ah. This poor thing. Burst in the room, getting shot at from multiple angles.
There we go. Roll damage. Nice. Watson Holmes, you're up next.
I would like to. Sorry, did one of them get hit or anything?
Yes. So this one that's nearest to you just took a round right in the calf.
Gotcha. Yeah, let's. I will. He's right next to me, or it's right next to me, so I'll try to do a little stabby wabby.
That is a success. It will fight back. Let me give it a fighting check here.
I was gonna kick the shit out of me.
Ooh, so you got a regular success. It got a
Yes.
hard success. So it
Yes.
wins. So you go to stab at it, but it actually kicks you for 1 point of damage. So it's 1d3 minus 1. So you'll remove 1 hit point from your hit point pool.
Got it.
And
Got it.
then the left leg will hop over. It leaps over the table, and it delivers a roundhouse kick right to Randolph's face.
Oh my.
ouch.
And Randolph, you can dodge or fight back. Oh, it's going to miss. So fighting back
He's
might be your
flopped.
best.
Nice. Yeah. He's not bad at dodging. But in fact, he's better at dodging than he is at brawling, but
Nice. You punch the leg as it kicks at you. Roll the damage.
punches it down right out of the air. Nice.
Whew.
Wow.
Very nice.
Punched the shit out of it.
God, that was better than a gunshot.
Hit it right on the stump. It has to make a Constitution check. It's still going, but that hurt. The
Dang.
other leg is going to kick at Watson Holmes. And you may fight back or you may dodge. You will probably want to do something because otherwise that's going to connect.
That is, you know what? I'm gonna dodge that. Let's see.
So on the chat bar, just click on dodging. And that is okay.
Ooh.
That is a.
Can I push it?
You can spend luck. You can't push.
Oh, I'm
that,
sorry.
But you can spend luck on that.
I will go ahead and spend 8 luck
8
to
luck?
pass.
Perfect.
But just a heads up, I don't know if it's like a technical thing, but the push does pop up for me.
Oh, does it really? Oh, so
It does. I don't know if that matters, but
so yeah. So I bet the reason why. So you can use dodge outside of combat, and that's probably why. So you can't normally push combat rolls, but it looks like it'll let you push it. Yeah.
Okay.
But you do spend the luck, so you manage to avoid that blow. Dr. Campbell, you're up next.
Yeah, I was just going to go back to the original the person that helped out that was just gurgling and pointing. You know, they told us not to get out.
Dr. Warwick.
Give him some medical attention. I have some medical supplies if he needs it.
Yeah, give me a medicine roll.
Okay. Medicine. Got it.
Nice.
Oh, excellent. You get him more
I have
than
2
stabilized.
Luck. If I use 2 luck, would that improve it?
Would that make it an extreme success? You just needed a regular success. You got a hard success.
Okay.
You rolled a 19 medicine. Yeah, you.
Oh, no, it
have
looks
to
like
spend
14.
yeah, you'd have to spend 5 luck.
Okay.
Which you don't have.
All right. I'll just keep it like that then.
Excellent. So yeah, you were able to lend him some aid, and he begins to recover. While you guys were off fighting the pieces, he was stitching up the scalpel wound in his own neck, and he begins to speak and say, "You must burn the pieces. Destroy what I have brought. It must be burned."
We'll do. And then I'll take the what was it? It was a hacksaw.
The
there was
bone
some kind
saw,
of thing that would
yeah.
the bone saw. I'll take that.
Perfect. Let me give you the bone saw. That should show up under combat. Yes, now you have a bone saw.
Cool. And then if I would try to go toward the legs wherever they're at,
Perfect.
would
So
be if
you can hear
I still have time to
gunshots
move.
coming up from the north. Yeah, you could move probably to just outside that door. Perfect. Donald, your turn.
Well, the gun didn't work, but I do have a scalpel now, so I guess we're gonna stab it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, why not? Let's spice it up. So scalpel. Oh,
It's going to fight back.
Nice. That's a good scalpel.
right? Thanks, Doc.
Oh
It
no!
got a
Oh.
hard success.
Wow.
So as you stab it, it kicks you for 2 points of damage. Let me.
Oh.
I think I can inflict that on you. Yes,
Rude.
I can. Excellent. Randolph, your turn.
The little bastard.
Who would have known that his
Hurting
legs would have been the most difficult thing? Ooh. That's an
Wang?
extreme success. That will be an impaling blow. Go ahead and roll that damage. This is going to take it out.
I got you covered, Donald. Oh,
Yeah, just annihilate it.
Yeah,
Excellent.
thanks.
And then Watson.
They haven't made any sounds that would resemble speech at all, have they?
No, none whatsoever.
Okay.
No mouth.
Well, let's go ahead and take a stab at it. Oh, I'm so sorry. I think I clicked on a
Brawl.
friend, but I did fail. Can I go ahead and? Oh, I can't push it.
Nope.
Okay, yeah, I just missed.
It's going to fight back.
Uh-oh.
So if it gets a success. Nope, it does not. Now it is its turn. It is going to do the exact same thing. It's going to try and kick you.
Okay.
And now
And I
you
forgot to move
can.
myself forward. I'll put myself right there.
And it missed as well. But you can fight back if you want. On the chat screen, just click fighting back, and then it should prompt you to roll which one you want to roll. And you got it. This should take it out. Go ahead and click roll damage.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Nope.
maybe not.
Rough.
Yep, he's got 1 hit point left. Dr. Campbell.
I would try to go to wherever that last leg is and try to use my new bone saw to cut off its toes.
Nice. So it's up in that room. You'd have movement.
All
You
right.
could run up in there, and then you can
You're
make
just
that
making
attack.
more pieces.
Can I go on top of another character, or should I just leave it there?
Yeah, we'll say that you kind of lunge in and take your swipe and then step back.
All right.
We'll theater of the mind it.
With my history of I've not. Okay, I gotta select it, I guess. Got it. With my knowledge of anatomy, it should be pretty easy.
Excellent.
Oh, I hit it. Oh, is it fighting brawl? Would I click on next?
Yep. So on the chat bar, click on the fighting brawl. Oh, that is a miss. It will fight back. So it just needs to get a success. But it only has a 20%, so it's very unlikely. And that said, that was against Watson. That is not against Watson. That's a miss anyway. Donald, your turn.
We'll try to stab it again.
Okay.
Stab the other leg.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? Oh my goodness. Dang. We're missing again?
It does fight back. And narrowly misses.
Ew.
Dang.
Randolph.
Well then.
This is like a Stooges situation.
I was just going to say, I need like the Benny Hill music or something to start playing.
All this point blank shooting is really irresponsible with everybody around
Right?
me, by the way. It is incredibly dangerous.
How many extreme successes have you had? It's like your 3rd impaling blow.
Yeah, he's got experience fighting limbs, I guess. So it's bizarre.
Go ahead and click on roll damage. Nice. Excellent. You have taken out both legs.
Woo!
All that
Burn,
remains
baby, burn. Let's burn it.
is the right arm.
The right arm.
You take and incinerate the 2 legs. I won't make you walk back down there and back up.
Okay.
You get the legs incinerated. And
Have you guys been in this room to the west of us?
No, I don't believe anyone has been in there. Looks to be a bathroom. There's showers and a toilet, as well as bins for soiled clothes.
Okay. No legs?
No legs. Oh, no, you found the
right,
legs. You're
cool.
just missing an arm. And then you found
Found an
the
arm.
little dining area over here to the side.
Here, army.
I think there's literally one place you haven't been.
Could we? I walked over to Warwick.
Warwick, I think.
Yeah. Is he's conscious?
He is, yes.
Does it look like he's able to get up on his feet? I'd hate for this arm to get him while we're looking for it.
Let me pause it right here. Something happens when that door gets opened by Randolph.
Yeah.
He says, I believe the arm has set a trap with the steam pipes. And just then you hear a loud jet of steam and a scream as Randolph opens that door and a blast
Oh,
of
my.
steam comes spraying out. I need a dodge.
I guess it looked so ominous, that thing on the floor. I knew right away there was a problem.
Give me a dodge roll. Oh, did you get it? Yes, you got it. So
Yes.
you get out of the way as a jet of scalding steam blasts through the doorway. And then you see the right arm. Let me pull the two of you into a combat. Let me grab the others. Let's see. Right there. Donald, you hear this scream and the spray of steam. You're up first with your pistol drawn.
Ooh. All right. Well, he's gonna just run into the room.
If you cut straight through, you could end up to like right about here,
Okay.
which should give you a shot at the arm.
Oh, it's still paused though.
Oh, sorry. There we go.
I was like,
Sorry.
I can't move.
Why is nobody moving?
Like, please. Oh, down there. Whoa. Okay, cool. All right, yeah, we're gonna try to shoot
You're
it.
like, hey, Randolph, duck. And then you
I'm
fire.
probably laying down because I tried to dodge the steam, so I'm like prone.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, that gives me a good enough shot here.
And this right arm is holding a wrench.
Ooh, a wrench. Okay, let's see. Handgun down. Come on.
Oh,
Very nice.
that is an impaling shot. Click roll damage. Okay, well, so much for that battle.
Well struck.
Well struck indeed. Donald, you shoot the arm, and you see it just fall lifeless to the ground. Randolph, you get up and kind of dust yourself off. Do you pick up that arm to dispose of it?
Yeah, we'd better.
As the final piece sizzles and shrieks in the flames, a gut-shaking hum comes from inside the furnace.
Oh.
The floor shakes and the walls rumble for a moment. Suddenly the door of the furnace buckles outward and a plume of purple-colored smoke belches out and dissipates into nothingness. The last vestige of magical energy driving and animating the body parts no longer exists on this plane or any other. It is then that you hear a knock upon the morgue door. The police have arrived to take your statements. And that's where the session ends. Now, there are rewards. So for, if you destroy all the bits and pieces, you get to add 1d8 sanity points. And if Dr. Warwick survives, you add 1 sanity point. So I'll let you all roll a d8. You can either click on the chat bar. There's the picture of the d8. You can click on that, and then you could manually add that to your sanity, and then add 1 to that. And then I'll show you how to do improvement rolls. So in Call of Cthulhu, there are no levels. It's a skill-based system. You just improve your skills as you are successful with them. And so once we've done the this last one right here, perfect. If you look at your character sheets, you will have next to some of your skills, there's going to be little green check marks next to the numbers. I'm going to activate, and so those are skills that you have gotten a success on without using luck and without pushing. If you use luck or push, you don't get the check mark. So these are ones that you have just successfully rolled on your first roll. I'm going to activate the development phase. So now your character sheet at the very top, or the second one from the top, there should be a little blue ribbon with 2 gears. If you click on that, and then it'll say development phase, click on development phase. below where it says experience points, it's going to roll all of those skills that you have those check marks next to. And if you then fail that roll, it will add 1d10 points. So Randolph Weatherby, you improved 3 of your skills. Dr. Campbell improved 2. Donald Blythe improved 1. Do you see where to do that, Watson Holmes?
I'm sorry. It's next to the lock.
No. So at the very top, there's going to be a little blue ribbon with 2 gears. And you'll click on that, and then it will say, like, experience points. There'll be a number, then below it will say development mode. If you click on development mode, it will roll your improvement rolls.
And that's on my character sheet?
Yes.
I'm so sorry. I'm not seeing...
So there should be all the ribbons on the left-hand side. The top one will have like a picture of Cthulhu.
I
and then
see.
there should be one with 2 little gears on it.
Gotcha. And then hit development phase?
Yes. There we go. Oh, and darn it, you didn't improve any. So, but in this game, if we were sitting around the table, that's how your character would improve. Is you would all the skills that you had a little check mark next to, you would roll, and if you fail, if you roll above that skill, you would get to improve it. So the better you get, the harder it gets to improve more and more. But
that's okay.
It's sort of like real life, you know. We get better at the things that we're good at rather than just suddenly leveling up. It's a more kind of piecemeal advancement, but it really promotes, you know, those areas where you have done well. It helps you to get that. And sometimes, like, I might say, you know what, put a check mark next to that skill because you had a really clever idea, and I'll give you a chance to improve that. The last thing we want to do is to make a luck improvement roll. So you will roll your luck, and if you fail it, you can add 1d10 points of luck to your character sheet. And again, this is a one-shot. You're probably not going to play these characters again. But this is just... Oh, man, you had 7 luck and you rolled a 6.
Wow.
Well, Watson Holmes and Rory Campbell can try to improve their luck. They can add 1d10 points to their luck. So then if this were a campaign, you would then continue on the next adventure with these improved skills and probably lower sanity and lower luck than where we started. And so you're gradually kind of burning out. You're running out of luck. You're running out of sanity. And then eventually life just catches up with you.
Very cool.
Any questions about how to play Call of Cthulhu, about the scenario? It's a very different scenario. Most Call of Cthulhu scenarios are less in your face and more subtle with the scary things. This is kind of like I mentioned, maybe like a pulp sort of, you know, Night of the Living Dead kind of thing.
Yeah. Do you run any other Call of Cthulhu? This is a great time. This is my first time using Foundry, and I really like it.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, I run quite a few games. So I run a bunch of free Call of Cthulhu games. It's that whole Cults of Chaos thing. Disclaimer: I actually get store credit from Chaosium for running this game, so I run these for free. The ones that are the Cult of Chaos, and then I get credit towards buying more books, and I get to feed my habit. And so I run. Right now I've got this one, I've got the Necropolis, I've got the Lightless Beacon, and Deadlight that are all free ones. And then I have some that are paid games. I've got Of Sorrow and Clay, which is fantastic. That's like Appalachia horror. I've got... In fact, you played that one, didn't you, Alex? And
I think, that's one Luke and I did together.
Yeah, Luke was in that one.
Yeah.
And we actually, one of the other players was like a West Virginia coal miner. I'm like, oh, how cool.
In real life?
In real life, yeah. It was fantastic.
Okay.
And then I run one called The Dog Walker, which was written by the H.P. Lovecraft Historical Society. And it is very much a detective-style case. Like, you get... like, on the screen, you'll see a picture of all the evidence that you find in this wallet, and then it's up to you to say, I want to go here and ask this guy something, and, you know, I think these two go together, and so you get to actually do the detective work. And then I've run a mini campaign. It's called The Order of the Stone, and I know Alex and Luke have both run in that. I've run it twice, and they were each in one of the 2 runnings, and that is about a 5-session campaign. And then I'm going to run, I don't know when, probably this fall, I'm going to run Masks of Nyarlathotep, which is like the granddaddy campaign.
That's a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is like one of probably the top 2 or 3 role-playing game campaigns any system ever. I've run it in real life once before, and I still think about it all the time. Like, it was so good and so cool. So I will probably be running that. I don't know when, but I'll definitely get that on the schedule. I've had a lot of people asking, and
Do you feel like if so I've watched like kind of a Glass Cannon.
yeah.
If I've watched any of their stuff, do you feel like you can still play in it?
Oh yeah,
Without
yeah.
kind of
So
going the beats, you know?
So, and I tend to. So this adventure here was not originally for Gaslight. It was set in the 1920s in Boston, and I'm like, I want to do this in Gaslight. So I changed that, and I changed like the guy, like, you broke into the safe and found the information. Normally, there's no information on who this is, but I thought, you know what, let's tie this into a real life organization, the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. I looked up to see who the founders were, and lo and behold, this guy died like right around the time that this was set. I'm like, I'm just going to have it be that guy. So I definitely made some changes to it. And when I run Masks, there will be some changes more that kind of fits my style. It'll be 90% by the book, but 10% stuff I think is cool and that I want to throw in there to add a little flavor or something. Or I may take out some things that are just not to my liking or to my style, but you'll get the experience. It'll be you'll compare notes with someone else and they'll say, did you meet this guy? Yeah, I did. And very rarely will it be something that you didn't touch upon. But yeah, so if you, and the like Glass Cannon, they go way off the
Do they? Okay.
the script. Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty far off of the script. So even knowing what's like kind of the plot or what's coming up, like there's still tons of surprises, and so like Luke has played in some of my games multiple times, like the same adventure. Like, have you done Lightless Beacon like 2 or 3 times, Luke?
Lightless Speaking was the one I did 2 times. There's another one I did 2 times as
Probably
well.
Deadlight or something. Yeah. So I mean, the thing with Call of Cthulhu is like once you sort of know the secret, like the cat's out of the bag. Like if you do this one again, it's always going to be body parts that are animated.
Right.
But sometimes they end up a little different. So last time I ran this, the viscera like kicked everybody's ass. Like it was like almost had somebody die, and like it was, you guys just like manhandled everything, but it was very different. But I'll stick around on the Discord, because I typically, if I'm going to post a game, I'll mention it on the Discord first, because I'll be honest, my games fill up fast. And so the best way to hey, are you running anything? I'll make a post on the Discord, or just on StartPlaying. If you want, just put me down as like one of your favorite GMs and just periodically check my listings and see what I have available. But I try to run at least one free game a month. This month I ran this one. I've ran like a Shadow Dark game. I've got a couple other free ones that I throw in there, but I try and do the Call of Cthulhu ones at least one a month, because I love the system. I have a lot of fun with it, and Foundry just makes it really fun. Like throwing in the artwork and stuff is just really cool.
Yeah.
So last thing I wanted to say, so I don't know if you, I don't think I mentioned it earlier, but I record our sessions. So I have a recording of this session, and I am more than happy to post it on YouTube if you want to go back and watch it. You'll get to see it kind of from my point of view. Like I see the whole map all at once, and I've got access to like all the stuff. If you don't want me to post that for whatever reason, let me know, and I won't. But otherwise, I'll put it up there, and I'll post the link in Discord as soon as we're done talking here. I'll get it uploading. But then I've got like all the other games. I've got videos of those up on a YouTube channel, and like 12 people watch it, but it's still, it's fun. Hopefully, it's the 12 people that were in the the games. We'll go back and rewatch them. So, any questions before we sign off?
No.
No, that was a great time. Thank you so
Awesome.
much.
Yeah, thank you. I had a blast playing with everybody. I know I've played with Luke and Alex before, but it's nice to have 2 new people. you'll probably get a survey from Start Playing. It'll just ask, did I do an okay job? If you can give me a 5-star review, I would appreciate it. If you can't, let me know how I can improve. I'm always looking to get better. Doing the survey definitely helps more people find me, so that's the only thing I humbly ask in return. And like I say, if there was something not to your liking, please let me know, either publicly or privately. And always looking to get better. So awesome. Have a good night, everybody, and we'll see you around.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.